Hey Cloud Gamers, and welcome to the Cloud Gaming Extreme channel, your destination for all things cloud gaming. Can you believe it's been a whopping 8 months since our last state of cloud gaming, so we thought it was about time for a refresh. So today I'm going to take you through a whole host of cloud gaming options and give you a brief overview of each one, and I'll give links in the description below to a deep dive overview for each one that we have reviewed on the channel as well. So we're going to be covering Google Stadia, GeForce NOW, Shadow PC, AirGPU, Amazon Luna, Nware Cloud Gaming, Xbox Cloud Gaming, Boosteroid, Vortex Cloud Gaming, Maximum Settings Cloud Gaming PCs, PlayKey.net, Loudplay, and PS Now. There are time codes in the description for each service if you just want to skip to the ones that you haven't seen before. Otherwise, let's get into it. Google Stadia is really the only true cloud gaming console out there. It's a closed system, which means that games have to be ported over to the architecture, and that is a free-to-play option. This is currently available in 22 countries, is available on both PC and Mac, iOS and Android. You do have a free tier with 3 free-to-play games at present, but that is limited at 1080p with no HDR. If you do go in at the Pro subscription, which is $8.99 a month or $9.99, you will get access to 30 Pro games as well as more being added each month. And there's a total library of 179 games available to purchase on Google Stadia right now. And if you also have an Ubisoft Plus subscription, you can gain access to around another 15. And there's a lot more coming in the near future. So with your combined subscription with Stadia and Ubisoft Plus, you do have a great option there for a lot of games in the cloud. To stay up to date with games, check out the stdb.games database for all of the available games on Stadia. GeForce NOW is available in 60 countries, plus another 26 through its partners. This is essentially a virtual PC. This is also available on PC and Mac, iOS and Android. It does also have a free tier, but the free tier sessions are limited to an hour, and you will also have to queue in peak times to get onto those rigs. There is 90 free-to-play games available on the GeForce NOW service, and a whopping 1,132 games in total that are supported. However, you will need a subscription if you want those longer play sessions, which is also $9.99 a month now, or $100 basically for a year, or £100 or €100 depending on your currency. If you do go for the GeForce NOW games, you will have to purchase off the relevant stores. So if you are claiming games off of things like Epic or other free services, the chances are you will also be able to play them on GeForce NOW. But do check, there is a fantastic site of GeForceNow-games.com which keeps track of all the available games available on GeForce NOW. Boosteroid Cloud Gaming is only available in Europe, but is another browser-based virtual PC option, available on PC, Mac, iOS and Android. There is no free tier available, but it does support up to 40 free-to-play games. But the subscription is tiered. If you want to pay per month, it's €9.99, but you can pay for an entire year upfront for the bargain price of €50. If you use the sign up link in the description below, if you do join, it does give us an affiliation, so it would be greatly appreciated. As far as games supported, there is 266 games in total that are supported currently on Boosteroid, and they are adding games week on week, so definitely worth checking out. Do use their speed test if you are going to use the site, just to make sure that your latency is okay. They've rolled out plenty of servers across Europe, but it's always good to check before you make that purchase subscription, depending on your local area. Xbox Cloud Gaming is currently in public beta. This is becoming more and more of an impressive service. Now it's rolled out to the beta for iOS and the browser, but was already available on Android. This is currently available in around 22 countries, and because it's now in the browser, is across iOS, PC, Android and Mac. There is no free tier, it is a subscription only service, and that comes in around £11 per month. And for that you will get access to 260 games. You can check out the supported games on the Xbox site. If you haven't subscribed, you need to be an Xbox Ultimate subscriber, and you need to have accessed their site. This seems to be a good way of triggering the invitation email, If you haven't got that invitation email, it is coming, and I have a feeling that in the upcoming E3 we're going to get some big xCloud announcements, so do keep your eye out on Xbox Cloud Gaming. Maximum Settings is a Canadian-based dedicated gaming PC platform which gives you a full PC for a pay-per-hour price. This is based in Canada, so do check your ping when accessing it from elsewhere. From the UK I get around 110 milliseconds, but using Moonlight the latency is barely noticeable in a lot of games, so it is still worth having a test, especially doing a ping test to see whether it's a viable solution for you. As it's pay per hour and a full-blown PC, you do need to be wary of what you install, but pretty much all PC games are supported, with the exception of Valorant, because that's the only game that seems to be blocked across all virtual PCs. Shadow PC is still probably one of the best virtual PCs out there. This was a dedicated virtual PC, but it can be utilised for everything. The price has increased now to £30 per month, or €30 or $30, depending on your currency. They've kept it the same across the board, and does have the client that's available across iOS, Android, PC and Mac, and it also has Apple TV and Android TV clients as well. That £30 does sound like a lot, but for that you do get unlimited hours, although you do have an idle timeout of 10 minutes. So if you close down the client, you've got 10 minutes to turn it back on before your machine shuts down, but you can keep playing for as long as you like, though we have seen on occasion queues during extremely busy times or when they've had data center issues. So just bear that in mind. As it's a full-blown PC, you do have full control, and because Shadow's got its all-in-one client, all the USB forwarding and client connections is handled through the one client, which makes it a seamless interaction. This is probably Shadow's biggest USP and is severely underrated in our opinion. Loudplay is a Russian cloud gaming solution, so it's best utilized in Europe, especially in the Eastern Europe side. It's priced quite cheaply at 50 cents an hour, and you can get a full-blown PC for this, but do check your latency. The client that they use is actually extremely well done, and it does have a PC and Mac client. There is no iOS and Android support at present, but I'm sure if you got the machine set up, you could probably use something like Moonlight or Parsec to connect to it after you've done your initial client connection. It does have an Android app, but I've never tested that one specifically, and the client is capped at 40 meg per second, so when I did test, using Moonlight was still a better option. They also have a referral system, so if you use the code below, you will help us keep our hours up so we can do regular testing, and also a good way to get your hours up if you recommend your friends. Being a PC, pretty much all games are supported except for Valorant. PlayKey is another Russian-based solution, however this one has a bit of a twist in where you're using other people's PCs, where they earn basically mining currency for allowing you to use their computers to cloud game. Due to this fact, it does take a little bit longer to connect than other systems, and the connection can be varied depending on what machine you get. However, it is still quite a good option. You do have the option of buying hours on PlayKey, and the range is from kind of £2 for a single hour up to £49 a month for unlimited hours. You can buy just the hours in bulk. You could just buy 100 hours for £85 to use as you like, but if you don't use the machines for more than 2 months, you will lose your credit. The unlimited plan is £49 per month. So if you are gaming a lot, you can get the option to have a capped cost there. So as long as you're using more than 50 hours a month, then that price would be worth it. PlayKey is not a full PC solution, it is a browser-based games option. So it currently supports 277 games. So it's still quite a library, but you do need to be careful which games you're looking for. Nware is a closed beta at the moment, and it has been now for nearly a year. This is one of the most restricted versions that I've come across. It's only available in Europe right now and only has a Windows client, no iOS or Android either. It does have a free 3-day trial if you get into the beta, and only supports around 50 games. However, it does have the option to have your own launcher to then install your own games, but it will cost you €9 a month. if you want the basic option, or £11 a month if you want the advanced and have more hours and access to those launcher features. Vortex Cloud Gaming went away, but it is now back again. This is an AWS based service. However, it's currently limited to connections via Parsec, so it is not available on iOS, but is available on Mac, PC and Android. This has a tiered system from £8 for the basic option to £24 a month for the top end, but then also has a limited number of hours on top. 80 games for the basic tier up to 171. And not all games are supported. You'll see that Cyberpunk is still not available on this service. With Vortex, they do allow you to mess around with the machines because they are templates, so you can delete what's on there and install whatever game you like. However, as soon as you restart the machine, you will lose the progress and have to reset everything up again. We've reviewed all of these systems in full, so do check out the links in the description. AirGPU is one of the newer cloud gaming PC offerings and is currently in closed beta, again using an AWS infrastructure, so it's available in 8 countries across the world, or 8 data centers, and has an introductory price of $30 per month, which gives you 30 hours worth of credit to utilize for whatever you like. If you use code XTREME when signing up, you will get an additional $5 off your initial month, and you'll also give us some credit for testing this further in future. AirGPU is a full PC, so you can connect as you like, recommended with Moonlight and Parsec, Moonlight being the better option for gaming still at the moment, but Parsec is catching up with their new patches, and they do now have the London data center available, so it makes life a lot easier for my testing. But they do have the data centers across the world, so it is a viable option if you can get into the beta. Amazon Luna is still in closed beta after 6 months and is only available to US residents with a US Amazon account. Now, this is a fairly exciting service if you can get into it. You have the Luna Plus channel at $6 a month with 75 games included as part of that subscription. There is no free trial. However, you've also got the Ubisoft Plus subscription channel, so if you're already an Ubisoft Plus subscriber, you get access to another 25 games to play from the Ubisoft section. This is another browser-based and client-based virtual PC platform and does have iOS, Android, PC and Mac clients. Luna is definitely one to watch coming in future, and we can't wait to see this actually expand across the world to be a true contender with Google Stadia, GeForce NOW and Xbox Cloud Gaming. PlayStation Now is the only way to stream PlayStation games on the PC and currently allows you to have access to up to 700 PlayStation Now titles across PS2, 3 and 4 on the PC. There is only a Windows client available right now, so the only way you can play is on PC. Price wise, there is a bit of a bargain right now on their days of play, which means that the subscription price for PlayStation Now is down to £37.50 for 12 months if you buy it all in one go, or remains £9 a month, or you can go for a 3-month intermediate option. This is a great way to play PlayStation games, and they are rolling out 1080p support across the board as it was originally capped at 720, so it'll be very interesting to see how PlayStation Now develops in future. It is also available in 19 countries, so you do have a good option if you want to play some PlayStation games. Unfortunately, it's not all been great news for all of the cloud gaming platforms over the last few months as we bid farewell to Firepower Cloud. They have shut down their gaming division until further notice. Unfortunately, we also saw the end of GameNoob. They were an early beta cloud gaming platform, but they couldn't make the system viable and have now closed down. Also, it appears to be the end of the line for Cloud Gaming 7. We didn't get a chance to test these out, unfortunately, before they stopped taking orders, and now their site keeps changing between not being available and to a new partnership potentially coming soon. That's a wrap for all of the top cloud gaming providers that you have your options to play with right now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things cloud gaming, and we will see you next time.